Gotta get it, get it.
Yo, what's going on? It's Wednesday, which means more Condors action. I'm Leif and hanging out with Mute Chaos today, and that generally means a particular game is on the horizon. Do you think they can guess?
I think they can.
I think they can because we had a ticker at the bottom saying what we're playing. It's Call of Duty tonight is what we're going to be doing some good old fast-paced shooty shoot.
Yep.
Yep.
Tap your buttons. That's all you do. Just a little bit of.
Yep. So actually, you know what? Here's something I'm probably different than a lot of players on. I always play Call of Duty, generally on PlayStation. So I actually shoot with R1, L1 rather than R2, L2.
So you, instead of the triggers, you use the bumpers?
PlayStation, back in the COD days up to about Black Ops 2 was L1, R1 to shoot. I liked it because it was faster. When you want to just empty a pistol, it's taps because it's analog, right? So there's like it's not an instant in for the backs. There's a bounce back on the triggers, but it's an instant pop in and out because it's a digital trigger on the shoulder. So I felt faster with them. So I just still do that to this day. Never swap them.
Maybe I should switch to that.
Give it a try. You might hate it, but I always enjoyed it. But yeah, let's talk about today. You can see the players starting to get ready right now. We had 2 matches, but I saw the later one is no longer. So just one match of Call of Duty today, one best of 5. Squad getting ready in gamer mode too. Look at the lighting in there. It is strict gamer mode.
Yeah, the nightlife, low blue purple lighting.
So who's in today? Because with this roster is a 5-man roster.
Yep.
And you might notice when you play Call of Duty, it's 4 people on a team. Who's in tonight for us?
So tonight you can see Savvy's with us, Frizzy, J-Ray, and Neb. And then the man on the end is actually Birdie, COD Academy. He gets the special King's Throne there.
He's trying to absorb Neb's power.
He is.
Yeah, it's not working for them right now, I don't think. they've had a little rough go, but they're doing okay now, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think it was a rough start, and that was simply it. But, yeah, hopefully they don't take it from him right now. I mean, we're obviously going to need it. We're in the Superconference, and, it's been some ups and downs. It's definitely, not been the easiest. But West Virginia should be a matchup that we might be able to take, and, it could be good because we're starting on one of our favorite maps.
Yeah, we are starting Protocol Hardpoint, followed by a Skyline S&D, which will be interesting, and then a Hostage Control, which I've seen the Condors do fairly well at, as long as they actually get on time and stop the timer.
Yeah.
And then map 4, map 5, if we get there, will be another Hardpoint, obviously, on Skyline this time, and then a Red Card S&D, which sometimes the guys are good at, sometimes they're not. It's one of those 50-50 maps.
I like the Hardpoint on Protocol at the beginning because Protocol being one of our favorite maps, we're often seeing it on S&D, which has been a problem for us.
Yes.
On the other side of things, Skyline has been a better map for us, but now it's on S&D. So you're kind of balancing it by taking your best map, putting it on a mode that's not S&D, and then taking one of your nicer maps you've been doing okay at, putting it on S&D and trying to get yourself. I don't know how the picks went, but it landed in a way that I feel probably benefits the squad.
Yeah, I would believe so. I would think that it would hopefully get us at least a couple of rounds on S&D. Yeah.
And the thing is, again, we know this squad can kick it in Superconference. They did it last semester, too. That's why they're still in Superconference, right? They didn't even have to go through relegation. They avoided that entirely by landing kind of in that, mid to bottom of the group there. But this time around, there's been a few matches that, like, against some of the harder teams, they felt like they could have probably started taking some off there. As they go up against Team O or Team C, you thought maybe they could take them down.
Well, number 1 is probably Oakland.
Yeah. Was it Oakland? Or no, it was...
Pretty sure Oakland was number 1 at least last week.
Yeah, there's like Cumberland and stuff up there too. But yeah, those teams are hard and to beat. And you really... Oklahoma. That's it. You can't expect to win those teams. What you do expect to win, though, is against some of these lower teams. Your Keanu, which I think we've already played and won against.
I think so.
We beat them last semester as well. Then there's University of North Texas.
Which is our forfeit for our second map.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, okay. So freebie there. But then West Virginia University also had a 1-3. We hope to be able to take them down. I don't know exactly who they faced off against before, but this is a matchup you really want to win because it solidifies you that spot in that 5th spot at least, right? Like you're not going to get passed now by any of these teams below you.
Yeah, you kind of going into this, that you're most likely guaranteed at least 5th slot, hopefully, if you don't lose today. But even then, you'd just be tied with.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much guaranteed your spot.
And I feel like they really should. I mean, what we've seen from these guys has been looking good. Obviously, we've seen a lot more of Burton in. That is our 5th player that just isn't playing. Savvy's playing tonight. We've seen him in a lot, and he's done a good job, I think, really of adapting from Halo into Call of Duty. The team has said there's a couple things here and there that obviously need to work on. I've seen overall his one-on-one gunfights, though, really good. His positioning is so strong because he comes from that Halo background. He knows not to overcommit when it comes to using cover in the map. He uses the geometry of the level very well when it comes to those gunfights. The problem obviously is going to be that macro, that larger sense, but that's where Savvy comes in. I mean, on a match like this where they guarantee, hey, we got to win this, I think that's why, Savvy's getting that placement in here, is that he's got a lot more time with the squad, and they know how to operate around each other a little better to make sure they can lock in a win here.
Yeah, and we are looking for a win today. That would be very nice to see.
Most times we aren't, but today
most
we
time
are.
we aren't. There's a little bit of a theory that some of us have that the streams are actually cursed, and that's why we're seeing so many losses.
They weren't a curse last semester.
They were not, which is why we're trying to figure out what exactly it is that is causing so many losses. We're just going to blame the stream for now until we actually figure out the reason.
Okay. Let's blame. That's great. Let's blame the thing the show we're putting on.
We're going to blame the cameras, actually. The cameras is what we're going to blame. They just, they bring the nerves in.
Is that what it is? Yeah. That's part of being a competitor, though. I mean, these guys are, they know.
They're also familiar with it. They're so used to it.
Yeah, I mean, they could just blame Birdie. He's there.
Yeah, I mean...
Just say it's his fault.
They do love Birdie, though. Yeah, you can't not love Birdie.
But that's why you can blame him.
You just keep wanting to...
It's the friend that you like the most that you pick on the most as well.
Yeah.
That's why people are always making fun of me.
So...
Copium. Right there. But, yeah, now hopefully they don't have to blame anything tonight. Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I mean,
Varsity's been doing really well.
They can blame audio. Apparently,
they can.
Apparently, there's a tech issue with some audio, so that's what we're waiting on right now. So
big shocker with COD.
Yeah, there's always something going on with COD. That's for sure.
Maybe someone hit like one of the, I think it's like F10 or something like that mutes your like monitor audio or something like that.
Does it really?
Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. Actually, I loaded into a COD game and had no audio. It didn't know how to fix it.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know. So I played an entire round of like ranked COD with no audio.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
And I had to pull up Google to be like, because I remember hitting my keyboard. I was like, what did I do?
How did you hit F10?
Because I tilted it. So I was grabbing the top of it to move it like forward. And then I seen on the top of my screen had like the mute button, like the mute symbol. I was like, what did I do? Like, it's not in the game. So I had to Google what causes a monitor to mute. And then I figured it out.
Was it actually just your computer that muted rather than like the game itself? Like
like my actual computer audio muted.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's your mute button on.
Yeah.
Okay, so not even. I thought the game had like an F10 like.
You probably can set it to a mute button. I wouldn't be shocked.
So why
I don't know why you'd want to,
yeah,
but
no, I don't know why you do that at all. Hopefully that's not what happened here. I don't know if it's our squad or someone else's. I see everyone in the lobby, but who knows where the issue is coming from. But team does seem locked in early on. If we take a look at the vibes too, I mean, J-Ray's here on time this time. He came in on a bus like 10 seconds in, but now he's been in, it looks like, for a bit, getting warmed up. Hoodie on, so his peripherals are gone. It's like the horse blinders. You just lock into the screen in front of you. And we saw him smiling. We saw, the rest of the squad looking pretty happy too. Fists up, which means they're about ready to go. And Coach Potsy back there probably making sure that they're starting this off with the right attitude. The squad has confidence and they have skill. They have what it takes to even beat. We know it. Beat some of the teams that have beaten them. There was one that was so close, and they just have to start today with that mentality that we are good, and they should be able to walk away with a dub on this one against West Virginia.
Yeah, I want to see them going with a confident mindset, but not one that makes them too comfortable.
Yeah.
Too relaxed.
Yep.
Sometimes that is an issue. You think you're just that good that you start playing sloppy, and it's when you start getting losses.
Yeah, I don't think they'll slow down though. COD players don't slow down in general.
No, you tend to get faster.
Yeah, but you're right. That speed can make you sloppy.
Yeah, it can. Ooh, it's not fun to watch a team get sloppy either.
Yeah, shout out Maddie. Just saw her crash and charge socials right now, making sure to catch pop-offs.
Yep.
Players.
Some very good social posts coming out of our social media team. Team of two.
What do you predict then for the squad? Are they going to go to game 4? Are they going to rock this in 3?
I've been getting better at predicting COD games, but that's also with the pros. With this team,
well, yeah, when we don't know our opponents.
Yeah, maybe a map 4. I'd probably see like a 3.
Yeah.
Or a 2-3.
Because I
Condors.
I still worry about the S&D situation. Yeah. Even though it is on a map that we're starting to feel pretty good on, it's like I still think that S&D is could end up being a problem for them.
Yeah, I did my math wrong. I could see Condors winning hardpoint, losing S&D, winning control, and then hardpoint.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was thinking too, yeah. On the Hossy too. We haven't really seen Hossy too much.
In this, in NACE.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Hossy.
Yeah.
But I've seen them play Hossy control, which looked very, very good when I seen it. Whether they can keep that up and, translate it into NACE, we'll see. Especially against, West Virginia. We don't know how they play. I don't know if the boys know how they play.
Yeah. But we're going to find out in a second because they are in. We did lose connection for a second. You can see the flashes on their face, which means grenades and flashes are going off. But they have been in it for just a minute now. And it looks like the Condors are in the lead. And again, on a map like Protocol where we're not having to deal with S&D, I did expect them to probably feel strong on this.
Yeah, and so far they have. We're on P3, and we're up. We're up on West Virginia. We're trying to get already into it. And we've broken on. Yep.
It's a good start for the squad. Obviously, 30 points up ain't a significant lead. That can easily be lost. Even as you see it now, it's down to 20. But that next point's going to be rocking real soon here. So the Condors are going to be able to step ahead again on that leaderboard because they were playing for next point. And they've got some good setups right now to catch some flanks. Watch, number 5, Y tables at the back. Potentially about to get caught out. Frizzy waiting for another one, but realizing only one was passing, takes them down, and the rest of the squad lighting it up as well.
They have, and West Virginia has actually managed to break onto P4 by calling out some of those, like Frizzy watching the flank and everything, which sucks, but, surely the Condors can easily do what West Virginia did, as long as they get off the heady.
No, they should be fine. Good shot there. Buys them back the point. There's a contest, though, and 2 on. Lock it down. 19 seconds. They got to watch and start thinking about the next rotate as well. That's obviously a big thing. They lost most of the points they're going to garner on this one to West Virginia. It is a tough point, really, to handle, but now that they head outside, maybe things will change up here. Condors already setting up with the high ground.
They are, and we see Savvy up top, P3, up in triple. And, he might get called out if he peeks. Yeah, he did.
No, that's fair. That makes sense. We still have point for a bit as we break past the 100 mark, but now we're going to have to trickle back in. We've lost any of that potential oversight over the courtyard there. Almost a great kill from Neb. Trying to catch the feet, too. Can't get the kill. That will put the Condors back just a little bit and give it a couple extra points to West Virginia.
They do, and Frizzy's trying to clear off these players, but they're shooting back a little too well right now. And the boys just cannot get on. They can get some contesting, but it's Neb that clears out the man up in top trip.
He did give away his position, though. He's got to watch. He knew the guy would probably be waiting. Great, smart play from Neb. He's currently just a forehead.
Some nice pace going on. Frizzy getting one. Savvy picking up one as they try to rotate to P2. Clears tower. Gets a trophy up. Yeah,
that's what you want to see from Frizzy. He's been a real solid player this semester here. That's 3 for him. 4th on the board potentially here. And he does land it. He's got to watch, though. He's hurting. Yeah, thankfully there's no one else around, so he can potentially go for a 6th or a 5th here, as he's still alive.
He is, and we see one man on point as the rest kind of watch over, make sure that he's safe. J-Ray getting called out. West Virginia comes up the stairs.
Oh my God, yeah, okay, Frizzy is popping off right now. He's getting every line of sight. He's gonna have tables as well. What's that, 7 in a row now?
10.
No, it's on 10 now. Oh my God, I missed 3 of them. Jiminy crickets. Frizzy is on lock.
He has a Hellstorm.
Yeah, he is ready. I mean, more importantly, he's got an RC car.
He does. The RC car is more, less game destructive.
He's got to watch his back, though. Oh my God, you cannot stop this monster. He is absolutely on fire. This is insane. Frizzy, he knows where the other one is, too. He's going to duck around here, looking for Cerro. Can't find him, but Frizzy is an absolute monster at this moment. Streak finally over, ended by Ethan, but by God, yeah, you know who the MVP is of this map.
26 and 12 is what Frizzy is currently sitting at.
Sometimes you just know where to be. And are we going to get another streak start? Not quite. They made sure to shut that down early.
The next rotation, once we get back to P1, it'll start again.
Yeah. He wants to make just start off on the right foot. We'll get our first kill on the first point here.
And we're approaching the 200 points as we start the rotation to P4. Down here, a little bit of a money hill. Got to make sure that they hold it down, lock it down.
Yeah.
West Virginia, a whole almost, quite literally 100 points below the Condors.
To the point, yeah, 100 down. We'll get another on the board now as they do lock the Condors out of this point. And we didn't do too well on this one just before as well. It is a hard point to really deal with if the opponent's not to lock it down. As you said, it's that money points for whoever's on it. A couple extra points, but that's fine. Look at, we're 50 off. The next 2 points should be ours to lock in this game.
Should, and Cerro is on a killing spree right now. Unfortunately, he is pulling a Frizzy on us. We need to shut that man down as Ethan gets called out.
Well, the real good thing is that when it comes to that next point, I believe the next one's, am I mistaken, outside? No.
Yeah, it's P1, back at
Okay,
P1.
yeah. So we've got the kill streaks to be able to lock this one in, right? With the Hellstorm, I mean, especially the RC car, you know, we've got that util now to make sure that we don't lose this.
Yeah, that RC car arguably a little more useful than a Hellstorm, just because you can accurately get into locations like buildings that a Hellstorm cannot get into.
Nope, that's 100% accurate. But again, on an outside point, you've got that lockdown. We'll see if they use it now. I mean, it'd be really smart probably just to try to lock this one as much as possible and wait till you get back out to the courtyard before you start dropping in that Hellfire there.
Ooh, and Frizzy tried to get in there, but got 1 kill out of it. Jay finding one of his own as well.
Yeah, Cerro came in with his own and did manage to get some kills on us here. Ooh. Now that we're outside, I wonder if we're going to see it come out now.
We might, unless the guys are confident enough that they don't really need to use it because of the lead that they have. However, West Virginia is catching up.
Yeah, it's declining right now. Frizzy opting not to, as they just give away more and more points to their opponents. And this lead that they had is really starting to decline. But I guess they feel confident. Frizzy again, finding that backside. He's got the height right now, that verticality. Team has it locked in. 20 points left for them. If they can lock it, they've got this one.
So far, they have it pretty down pat. They're managing to get their kills and stay on point, which is, I mean, important.
They're just walking into Frizzy's laser beams right now. Yeah, I mean, at this point, with those 2 kills, really the rest of the team should be able to lock this in. I think map number 1 is confidently going to go to the Condors, and they do it in style, too. Not even opting to use that backup detail that they got from those kill streaks. Frizzy, by God, an absolute maniac to get them that early lead. That gave them the lenience that allowed West Virginia to get 80 more points on the board and still be this far behind.
Yeah, I mean, here's Frizzy with the best play, obviously, because it's
yeah, that's where we start.
It's Frizzy.
Yeah, that was wild. And what's crazy is that a couple more came just after this.
hit it about probably 5, 6 more.
So it was,
honestly.
it was like 7 more or something at that point, yeah.
35 and 19 was his end. His final.
Not too bad.
It's actually crazy.
Not quite a 2 KD though.
Not quite, but he did have almost 4K in damage.
Yep. Yeah, no, he was lighting it up. That was a good first round, and I think it should hopefully indicate how the Condors are going to play going forward. Now that we head into our next map, which is our. Are you trying to shake his hand? Shake his hand. Okay, give him some love. Left him hanging for a second. We go into the next map, which is a map that we've been starting to feel a lot more confident on recently. This is a map that I heard them talking like, man, we need to pick this a lot more often because they've just been looking good on it. Now the hard point is obviously the opposite thing. We talked about this pregame. The scene this map lined up with not hard point, sorry, S&D is for me a good middle ground because now with S&D being a mode that's a little harder for them to deal with, this might be that saving grace to get a second map in a row here. But again, the way West Virginia played, I wouldn't count it out that they have those pop-off rounds. They've been playing good with their guns. They've been locking on and getting some really solid kills. I wouldn't be surprised to see them get some quick wipes early on and win the S&D.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it even in Pro League, for instance, where teams that literally are 0-25, absolute craziness, where they've pulled S&E maps off against teams that they should not be winning against. But S&D is just one of those maps where, like, game modes, no matter what, you cannot underestimate anyone. You can't just be like, oh, well, this team's the better team. They're going to win. Because S&D is just so crazy now. It's so unpredictable. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, and again, it's really all you have to do sometimes is lock in to focusing on the kills, not even the objective in S&D. It's just 4 kills, all you need. Yeah. You don't have to worry about the objective at all. Like there's no respawn. It's completely different than the other game modes. Just get 4 kills. You get 1 point. And simple as that. Get 6 points. That's all you need.
Yeah, a lot of the times recently, S&D has just become a very short team deathmatch.
Yep.
Instead of plant the bomb and then hold out. The only time you really see the bomb being planted is if it's a fast plant or you're like a 2v4, there's only 2 of you left or 1 of you left.
Yeah, again, as I said, Skyline, our second map here, a map that they've been feeling confident on, and I'm hoping this is that turnaround for S&D that they were looking for. They need something after their streak of S&Ds. Not really, well, to say it lightly, it's been a bit of a butt whooping for them. I know the last one, it was 0-6. They didn't even get a single round off their opponents. And hopefully this will be a different story.
I hope so, especially with S&D. With Skyline, it's a lovable map, at least in my opinion. You got to be very careful of the glass, though. The glass loves to snitch on you.
Yeah, and S&D too. Having that surprise factor is going to be important. 2 kills early on there for West Virginia. Puts them in a good spot down to the final. Condor, who gets caught mid-slide savvy, eliminated. And what did I tell you? You know, this is I wouldn't be surprised if West Virginia comes out with just winning through kills.
It's not really a big shocker, as much as I wish it was. Yeah, it's kind of a given.
Yeah, West Virginia 1 point on the board.
5 more to go.
Yep. And again, they'll be on defense now, so their win condition is get the kills. Lest they somehow give up enough mass control for Condors to plant, then they'll have to get the defuse. But, you know, even when they were on attack, they went for that win condition of get the kills. But Condors start on the right foot.
They do, and they're immediately going for B instead of A. It seems like the S&D Skyline strat has changed, because it used to be just fast plant A, call it a day. Everyone's been going B recently.
Yeah, plant down. And it'll be up to West Virginia to get a defuse, but they're not even going to get to that point. Both attackers now grabbing a win, and unless we see that trend buck in this next round here, I'm going to be inclined to believe that, yeah, this might be a little bit attacker side heavy, or everyone's just been practicing their attack.
I don't know, actually. I want to say that it is typically attacker, but I feel like defense can also be quite well on this. At least for me, myself, personally, defense tends to be better on this map.
Oh, quick laser out there. It's going to be West Virginia showing how attack still maybe the favored position to be in here. You get to set that pace. Yeah, they light it up. That's 3 for attackers now on Skyline.
Wow, that was just fast.
That's why I was saying, I mean, unless there's a bucked trend here, I'm inclined to believe that attackers get there. I mean, you get to set the pace, right? So you get to indicate, are we going to play back? Where are we going to intercept this progressing defense? Where are we going to try and cut off, especially on a small map? The defenders don't have a lot of time to set up and get in position, right? So there's a good chance you can catch them off, especially you saw it over there at the bar. Just great position right here to try and laser down sight, and that's exactly what's about to happen again.
And it's very easy. We already called 2 of them out as the other 2 try to run through piano and into safety. One's hot tub, one is gym. Gets called out by J-Ray.
Yeah, great flanker for our squad. He's always that guy you got to watch your behind for. And once again, attackers take it.
The first to take defense is going to win this Skyline S&D, it seems like.
I will say, we're the only team to have gotten the bomb planted, though, I think.
Yeah, so far. Planted B and then killed them.
Yep. We don't need the plant, but we're making more progress in West Virginia.
Yeah. Automatically it makes us better somehow.
Well, it's a chance here for the Condors on defense to swap it up. I wonder if they're going to deal a little bit differently. They do. Yeah, I knew it.
2-2.
That they weren't going to make that push through the dining room there and just get over to pool.
They do. Frizzy calling out 2. J-Ray getting one of his own. And there goes West Virginia.
Yep, that's the play.
It's a defense.
I had a feeling, and I am glad to see it too, because obviously that has not been a good start for defenders by trying to walk their way through the bar there. But just get straight over to pool, and you got yourself a little bit of a better hold, I think. You get to set up a little bit longer in setup because those sight lines aren't quite as straight.
Yeah, and if you split 2 and 2, I mean, if you lose 2 people, you still got 2. It's a little bit harder, but still means you're alive.
They're going that way for attack again, though. And it's almost going to work for them. Frizzy gets a couple bullets planted, but not enough to take a life from the opponent. Savvy gets dropped out. And it's defense looking stronger this one here, but an answer back for J-Ray on the 5-kill streak.
It's going to be interesting to see. Neb is holding back a little bit further, but you can see 3 is what looks like in our bedroom coming from behind. A little bit of flank.
Frizzy has no fear at that point. And it seems weird that I think it was Ethan, or no, not Ethan Strict, was just standing back there. Not challenging at all.
Frizzy found 2 of them, so they kind of have an idea of where they are. As it looks like J-Ray finds both of them.
That's huge. That's huge. 6 kill streak I think he had there. And J-Ray's looking to be the strongest player on this one. S&D his specialty, as the roaming has been great for him. Just connecting with 2 just at the end. Actually, I think that makes it 7. And Condors putting themselves well ahead. They've got that grace period now. 2 more for them, but they have the cushion of 2 behind them.
Yeah. As long as they don't lose so many in a row, which, I mean, they've been doing good, better than we've seen them in S&D, so Frizzy with the laser. Yeah,
full stack A site. Nice, good kill. J-Ray through the smoke, too. Says, I don't care what kind of explosions happened before, we're going to take this one. absolute domination from the Condors. On S&D too, the one that I thought West Virginia probably could end up taking from them if we were to go to map 4. But now at this point, I mean, obviously we haven't seen them a lot on Hasi, but I'm getting a little more confident in a statement of a 3-0 tonight for the Condors.
Yeah, so far it's looking that way, aiming in that direction as long as Hasi control goes well. We know they're good at control. Whether they're 100% good at Hasi, we will just have to wait and see. But they only need one more round before we get there.
Yeah, match point on map 2, Skyline. Could go to the Condors here if they can lock in a win while on attack. There's one kill. Beautiful from J-Ray, but does not spot the other behind counter.
Oh, no.
And we'll lose all 3 except Savvy. He's got to clutch it up. There's one. Oh, it's Savvy's turn to shine. He's looking for those flanks, though. But the thing is, he's got to eventually get that bomb, and it's all up to West Virginia to just wait it out. They just have to watch sights and bomb. And Savvy's got quite the climb ahead of him here.
He does. He only has 55 seconds as he finds one of them in kitchen as we see him run away. One is sitting hot tub while he looked. Oh, no.
Yeah, he spots him just a little bit too late. And that last player by pool is going to be able to shut him down. Honestly, real tough situation for Savvy there. Bomb down in a difficult spot. West Virginia had a 90% chance of winning that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, once you lose 3 Condors pretty much in a row very quickly, it's pressure gets on, heart starts pumping, palm gets sweaty.
These weak arms are heavy.
Oh, exactly.
Spaghetti on your spaghetti already. Spaghetti. That's fine. That's why they had the cushions. And they had 3 cushions total. Someone took one off the couch, though, so I'll have to shuffle over a little bit. Things getting a little bit tighter, but still enough room to enjoy a win, hopefully.
It's interesting to see Neb go into secrets. Ethan almost jumps down, but he doesn't. J-Ray with the Hellstorm can at least see where they're all sitting. We'll have an estimate.
As you said, that does buy them visibility, hopefully. But it doesn't look like they're going to connect anything here. And on site with the bomb planted, Condors are going to have to get rid of it there. Frizzy working together with Savvy, shut down tables. And on site, they shut down the last one. Go for the defuse, a little bit
the
of friendly
boys are fighting
fire.
in the background.
Yeah, a little bit of friendly fire to just have some fun. You saw their smiles before, too. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're having some fun like that. And they're feeling good now on match point against West Virginia. You know, we said it earlier, this should be a win for them, and they're really starting to feel it. They want to stretch their legs first, though, but yeah, I think they're ready to lock it in.
J-Ray 11-4 in an S&D. 9 non-traded kills.
Yeah, that's about a 2.75 KD, something like that.
You're now the math expert.
But I just did it off the top of my head. I'm not good at math. Did I get that right?
I don't know.
So I guess I have a phone. I could use a calculator.
I've never been good at math.
Someone's already. I probably got it wrong. Let's see.
Would it be what, 11 divided by 9, or
Yeah,
or 11 divided by 4?
Yeah. 2.75, baby, off the dome. Let's go.
That's great.
Well, let's go for J-Ray too, because 2.75 KD, baby.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit easier. Well, not, I wouldn't say easier. Maybe harder, actually. Because you can't get in the flow, right? So a lot of time that like Frizzy had his because he was in the flow, right? And he just knew where to be. He had the beat. With this, you're getting reset every time. So it's like anyone could be anywhere. If someone just catches you off guard at any point, you're just not in a flow yet. So maybe it's a little harder, I guess, to get it. Either way, great performance. They're going to get up and just shake it off for one more. Condors looking like they might be able to end this in a 3-0 sweep against West Virginia, but it wouldn't be a good show if we didn't leave you hanging before the climax. So we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll see you on the other side.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match. We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We are Condors.
If a career in esports sounds wow to you, it's not. This is where your profession plus your passion could come together. Would still need what traditional business would need. The more distinct difference is in traditional sports, no one owns the ball. But in esports, someone does own the game. And this is part of what we're going to discuss in this program. You'd be able to learn how to run an esports event on the operations side to the management side of it. Marketing and promotions, how to deal with sponsorships, how to deal with partnerships, and also a big part of our industry is social media as well. What you're working on now is probably also needed. This industry needs all kinds of professionals. If you're looking for change, this program could be a converging point. Good luck and have fun.
Hey, welcome back. As I said, cliffhanger. I hope you enjoyed the anxiety of what's about to come because we're going to have a result. We're going to have the answer climax on its way. Welcome back. I'm Leaf. This is Mute Chaos. And Condors looking pretty good right now.
They are looking pretty fly, won't lie.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying what we've seen so far. And I think they are too. You saw it. They were doing a lot of laughing by the end of that one, a lot of smiling. And today could end up being a quick one.
It could be. Yeah, it would be nice to have not a quick one per se, but a 3-0. A very quick and clean. And we've been kind of dominating West Virginia a little bit.
I mean, they've been putting up a decent fight.
They have.
Right? Hasn't been the worst thing in the world from them. But I think overall Condors got a little bit of that groove going on as we head into Hacienda. Hasi. As I think they've locked in good before. There's Control. And I'll be honest, I think the last time we saw them on Hasi Control, they looked real good.
They did.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I think we had like J-Ray logging down B like by himself, essentially. Yeah, so I have a good feeling about this one coming up.
I do too. It's kind of great that we got Hasi because I got some like little Hasi facts before stream even started.
Oh, time to spit them.
It's pretty much just because I never actually played on Hasi. My brother did, BO4. I was being told some of the things that weren't there. So, like, top secret that you see above A, or, well, would have been A bomb, you used to not be able to access it. And West Virginia is currently ripping through the Condors.
More specifically, Ciaro. I liked what we saw there. I mean, Ciaro jumped past point to try and catch that I guess pinch the flank. Worked out really well, as we saw. We've lost 8 lives already, so it feels like our opponents. Maybe this was their pick because it feels like they've got a bit of a solid game plan coming into map number 3.
Yeah, it seems like they're understanding kind of where the Condors are aiming to go through. As we see, J-Ray only just broke through the top doors above Zebra. And Frizzy now calling out Strike, but they're struggling. They have not even really made it to a point, unfortunately. And they've only got maybe 15 seconds, which is not good.
Yeah, no, this is a bit of a rough start. We were just talking about how they've been doing pretty good at this map and this game mode specifically too. Hossie with control, and it's just not come to fruition on this one. They've got on point finally, but A is a hard one to hold. You've got so much of that verticality you got to watch out for, and that will go to West Virginia. A little bit rough for the Condors, I'd say, on the start there. They'll flip sides now and see if they can switch it up. You see Frizzy, a little bit of thinking, got his thinking hand or chin stroke going on there. What do we got to do here? Real solid play from West Virginia. It feels like they've been practicing this map.
Yeah, they knew exactly where to go, what to do, how to call out the Condors. I mean, they got them running one way, and the Condors just kept feeding into it. And then finally switched it up, but at that point, West Virginia already switched up as well to call them out. So we'll see how the Condors respond. We see Frizzy doing some of that good old Omni movement.
360 no scopes, baby. Let's hope it works here against West Virginia as they kind of pull out the same play here. Frizzy is going to try to shut down that player. It was Strike that was moving back there, but there were two players on, so he loses out on the fight there. Neb is going to get a great kill, but we see a really strong hold over on B from West Virginia. J-Ray shuts down one, but it's going to take the other three to try and get that last.
Frizzy with the outside route. You are currently off the map.
Hey, it works, though. Oh, watch out. There's a player in front of you there. Somehow Neb's still alive. Just gets the heck on out of dodge. They got to watch. A is now starting to get picked up. And Condors are trying to get a flip here, try to watch spawn if they can get some kills. They might actually have the plan they're going for, but they got to watch out for the players on A.
They do. Frizzy with a nice little long shot with an SMG. Got that player off of A, but it's B now that they have to look to as West Virginia kind of hops between the two, gets the focus on one while the others go to the other. It's just a little bit of a hectic time for the Condors.
Yeah, at least they're going to get this one. It was Frizzy and Savvy working together to lock down that B site. And now Frizzy is going to hold back, trying to catch any of these West Virginia players coming off spawn as they move towards A. And he's going to find a fight out mid, but loses it. And that's going to be some more pressure on A site.
It will, and we see the boys trying to kind of get into their spawn as, who is that? Frizzy. Well, he just spawned in. It's a bit of a tough point because I would like to see them try to attempt the spawn trap, but it's not always something that you want to look for, especially when, I mean, it's a time game. Just get them off time.
Yeah, but gunfights being lost left, right, and center here for the Condors. Finally, Savvy shutting down that player in the corner. A still not on that second tick, but B is about to get capped here. 24 seconds left. Will go up to a minute 24 if they can't shut that down. Neb clutching it out, but he's still got another one on him right now. Ethan is there, and he shuts it down. Great hold off by Ned. That was absolutely clutch because otherwise they'd have a whole other minute to hold off that A site. And now West Virginia still has 2 points to go.
They do. We see Frizzy trying to cut some of the players off here over at Rock. As, J-Ray gets shot from their own office.
Yeah, good gunfight on mid too. Frizzy, great play. Unfortunately, over on B site, Ciaro started off the match hot and is trying to finish it off hot here. 7.1 seconds left. Condors lock it out, but A gets collapsed on now. And they almost capped this one. They've got to get on the point. It looks like they are going to be able to get this A site unless we get a couple toes on there. Real tough spot for Neb. He can't get that locked in. 4 seconds left. They get the extra minute on the board for B.
Oh, talk about a mighty hold that these Condors are going to have to do for this. Oh, well, they just need to kill Ethan, that's all.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, is you look at the live countdown, and Condors, thankfully, are in a good spot. Even if they had a couple more lives left, they would have just had to watch out for any of the routes over to B and make sure they can't get on to point.
Ethan, almost a one-man army there. I got a little scared there for a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I
believe. That's why I didn't hype it up. I believe.
I mean, it would have been a cool thing to watch, though.
I mean, you got to hype it. Yeah, you got to be excited when it's something exciting. Got to call it a great play when it's a great play. But it didn't end up coming to fruition, thankfully.
Would have been bad.
Would have been a problem, that's for sure. But now it's 1-1. Condors a little more, I mean, they held off, but they definitely did not do it as cleanly as West Virginia did.
Yeah, West Virginia kind of getting the lives down a little bit more, not even allowing the Condors to get really even on a point. We had B for a little bit first round, but we'll see if the Condors can kind of change that up. I hope they change it up.
I think as long as they start a little stronger. I mean, they started off on a really bad foot here. Want this dive over to B site. As long as they can keep a couple players alive early on, they'll be in a good spot here. J-Ray can't connect with that player, but they will get onto B site pretty handily. Can they even get a tick? I don't know. They've got 3 players collapsing. That's not going to be easy for Neb. Yeah, he'll get locked out. Condor's having to try again from spawn.
They are a full team reset, all 4 of them getting killed as number 5 is in their spawn being annoying as he gets called out by Savvy, thankfully. His tables. There's one more. Will Jay get the follow-up for Savvy?
Yeah, you saw on the chase down right now. It seems like a free kill. They've also got free line of sight to B right now, but they're not quite aware of that. They think someone else might be lurking around. As it looks like West Virginia is expecting an A site dump, but the Condors say, no, we're just going to back off here. Frizzy with 1. And he's trying to find the other. It's going to be his teammate that gets it. And he will connect with 1 himself. That's a great hold. Honestly, B site, they might be able to tick this all the way up to full progression.
Yeah, they might try, and I mean, if you get taken off of B, then it's whatever. You go cap A. If needed, you have the 2 points, and there's B. Secured. It's a minute 40 on the board. The Condors playing the annoying game of I'm in your spawn, good luck getting out.
Yeah, I was going to say J-Ray's got to be careful. And I couldn't get the call out in time. Ethan does shut him down. They'll lose that lurker out in the mid there. While lives are even, the Condors do have that extra minute on the board. Frizzy trying to get in that flow that we were talking about before, eventually gets shut down. But the Condors positioning pretty decent right now as they try to lock in that spawn from the defending side.
They do. I mean, you can get 1 person on point if you really want to, but you have the time in your favor for the most part, as we see Savvy and Neb working together here near Rock to clear out West Virginia players as Savvy gets called out by Sero.
Yeah, but Frizzy answers back. Condors not really getting themselves into the position that they're hoping for. You know, you see Frizzy right now trying to lock in that rotate around the other side. He will connect with 1. Saro gets away from it, but not for too long. And on the other side, the Condors doing the work they needed to do, but they do still have Ethan in the midst.
They do, and I'm wondering if the Condors are thinking, you know, A is a difficult point to capture, so if we just kill them all, we don't have to cap it.
I mean, honestly, not a bad play. I mean, you can just lose your lives. We saw that happen with West Virginia as they just threw their lives like cannon fodder towards A site, end up losing by lives. The Condors trying to keep themselves an advantage, and that's been the play this whole time. Down to 4 lives. If West Virginia, any player dies now, they don't respawn. So Condors genuinely played this really smart, and they're going to get A regardless.
What a clean turnaround for the Condors.
Yeah.
Definitely a change of pace. They're starting to really actually come into themselves on how we usually see them in control, where they just dominate in kills overall instead of actual point captures.
Yeah, no, you called them out. I mean, that was the play they were definitely going for, and it was the right play. That A site's so hard. If you really can't secure it, getting onto it's so difficult. And when you're doing it at an even live count, there's a real good chance you just lose it.
Yeah.
You lose that round because you're just diving on and dying left, right, and center. So to get map control before diving back, and they only dove back once it was down to 4 players.
Yeah.
Because at that point, they could trade 1-to-1. Even lose 1 or 2 of the gunfights and still come out on top.
Which is really nice. And Neb is the one finally with first blood for the Condors instead of West Virginia. So nice to see.
Savvy with
Jay.
his own.
Oh no, Jay. He stopped shooting. Probably thought he was dead.
That's happened sometimes. You try to move on to the next target and you think that last bullet's going to hit. And it just wasn't enough.
It's unfortunate as West Virginia just not going for a point.
I mean, they're trying to probably do the same thing right now. I mean, they're trying to get themselves around onto the other side before capping A. I think their game plan is let's get A first so that we can have B later, which they did in the first time around. But right now, they're just not getting map control. Neb, an absolute monster, destroying and deleting the rest of their team, and that sets them back quite significantly as they start to fall behind on lives. Not significantly, but they lose map control.
They do, and you see the Condors really starting to kind of push over into their side of the map, which you don't want, which is good that they did shut down the Condors. Not so good in our sites, but they're just now going to B. It's like, why they take so long?
The game plan just wasn't working. B is going to be that easier one to cap. And with 4 seconds left, you got to take the easy route. And they are doing a decent job. They're going to get 2 ticks off of this. We do have that flanker, though. It's down to Frizzy. Frizzy can end this right now. If he gets both these kills, he's got one. Keeps spraying. Can't find the other. He gets flanked on there by Ethan. And that's going to be a B cap for West Virginia. Extra minute on the board, but that's it.
Yep. It's going to count down very fast. You think you got all the time in the world as you try to move over to A, but if you don't play it carefully, you're just going to be a fish in a fishbowl being caught by a cat.
Is that...
Oh, that's going to be my analogy for that.
All right. Well, this is looking good for West Virginia. They got on that point right after. They had 3 seconds left, and they have not left it. Finally, Neb shutting it down, but yeah, that was real tough. 2 ticks for A. Condors have to really be careful here, especially watching their lives. They're only 2 down, but that could quickly turn into a no respawn situation.
It could, and Savvy's over here by Rock, where he's going for the Chow. Manages to get the kill as he gets traded out, as Jay comes over to be a little bit of assistance. And here's Frizzy being annoying. A little bit of a peek into spawn and taking one out.
I like it, though, because we've now seen him get in, dip and dive, get your kill and leave. He's not trying to just hold that spot the entire time. They want to be able to have that back flank to be able to surprise West Virginia. They didn't want to get caught out and lose that life. And now they've got the live advantage. No respawn situation for West Virginia. 14 seconds left. They just got to get people on point. They're going to have to start throwing, again, as we said, that cannon fodder towards that A site because the Condors have the advantage. Only 2 of West Virginia left, and with 5 seconds left, the Condors have a real good chance to lock this in. We're down to a no respawn for both teams. Neb with the final kill on the last player, and the Condors lock it in, secure the dub, a 3-0 on the day against West Virginia.
That got a little dicey at the end there. I won't lie.
Absolutely, you're not wrong.
Yeah. A little bit of a sweaty bit there.
Oh, that was a real good showing from the Condors. West Virginia as well, showing that they could hang, but overall, just some ice from every single one of these Condors players. Neb on that one was a bit of the star player. Ends it with a 30-22. Not the best KD we've seen from our star players on the other maps, but still a great performance. I mean, taking kills at critical moments.
And especially, I mean, one of the big numbers there was 20 non-traded kills, which is crazy, especially when he had a total of 33. That means 20 of those he did not get killed after.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, no, Neb was looking real good on that one. Again, we had standout players on each of the maps before. If we went to a fourth, it would have been Savvy's turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great showing from them. This was the Condors feeling confident. I mean, there was some slop in there too, for sure. But I also think they were up against an opponent that wasn't pushing them to their limits like we've seen before. But that's fine. This really showed how the Condors are in the Superconference for a reason. They are a team that needs to be contended with. And they are a team that can start to poke at some of those upper echelon teams in our conference. And we have poked to the point of, again, maybe it's Cope, we're Condors here, we got the bias, but we really think, one of those matches probably could have gone our way.
Yeah, that's been definitely a lot of conversation here, is that one control map that got snatched from us in a very unfortunate way, where, if that disconnect didn't happen, it would have gone a different way. But it is what it is. We took a control, and we took a 3-0.
And we did, and it looked really good. But again, shout outs to West Virginia. Not a bad fight. Some good shooting out there, really. And there was a couple good plays. But unfortunately, Condors got that adaptation element to them. They looked solid, and nice quick one for us.
Yeah,
right?
very nice.
Yeah, pretty good. Hey, if you want to join us for more Condors action, unfortunately tonight, that's it. Our other match got canceled, so we got a freebie win on that one for our varsity squad, which puts them in a really good spot. What is this total standings now? Are they 4-2? Because they were 3-2 before, right? No, they were 3-4.
So we're on 3. 3 wins.
So 3 and 4, I think now.
I think so.
Okay, not bad. They're in a pretty good spot to hold where they're at in the leaderboard, given where everyone else below them is. So only way to go forward is to go forward, and that is to continue on in time, which means to end the stream and talk about tomorrow, because tomorrow we do have some more Condors action. I believe League of Legends is taking over the Rocket League day. What is going on?
So I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, League of Legends should be starting at 6 p.m. It's a little freaky that they're on a Thursday, but we're going to give it to them anyways, I guess.
I guess they'll have to take what they get. They're like, we know we're not as exciting as Rocket League, so we'll take one a week as Rocket League. Fine,
well, Rocket League follows it up, so at least you can expect some extra excitement that day.
That's right. Anyways, hope you can join us tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. Hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, whatever platform you are on. Go to the other platforms as well and check out, all of our other social media. And you can find out when the Condors are going live and any extra stuff that is going on with Condors Esports. Thank you guys for joining for this quick one tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.
Esports is for everybody. That's what makes this so special, where there's not a lot of barrier to entry. It's, do you have a passion for gaming? That's all it really takes. There's so many different things involved in this. It really does take that full team to make a successful event run. And that's what this program does. You got the lighting going on, you got the video capture going on, you got the whole production crew that are packaging this all together, you have the shoutcasting that's happening. We want to be, that pinnacle for esports. We want students to come here, learn from industry best, and launch their careers in esports. You have that new arena that's being built. To have that investment through the college, it proves a lot. We're invested in this. This can lead to something really big and something really neat and something that you're really invested in. It's a $1 billion industry, and we really can't wait to see where this goes.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.